What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 19 Ultimate Team game. A bunch of new out of position players were added into MUT today, and even though none of them are really too good, you know we had to add them to the all out of position team. So here's our new revamped, not really improved overall wise lineup that includes Aaron Donald at the left guard position with jump the snap as a special chemistry. For some reason I was able to add that on Donald, so hopefully he doesn't actually jump the snap, or else that's gonna be a lot of false start penalties. You guys saw we had Deion and Sherman at wide receiver. The defensive side has a bunch of new starters, including our new safeties, Deandre, Hopkins, and of course free safety Calvin Johnson, who we put at the strong safety position. The defensive line totally revamped, totally downgraded. We used to have really good players down there. Now we have Kyle Long and Orlando Brown and Will Dissly. We got cornerback Julian Edelman. We'll see what he can provide to the team. The linebacking core pretty much stayed unchanged. No new players added there. And on special teams, we actually have a new kicker and a new punter. We got Big Ben, who usually gets a punter card every single year, and then this guy from the Eagles, who's actually pretty fast. And then, as you guys see on special teams, we have Terry Bow returning punts. So if there's any punt returns, we're probably not taking it too far. And of course, Taysom Hill and Lamar Jackson still going to try to return a kickoff of one of these two, as Taysom Hill with the return chemistry added to him to try to help our cause. Didn't really help too much, only taken to the 26-yard line as Deion Sanders on the first play. There goes prime time, speeding away. He sent the cornerback blitz, and we were ready for it. I was throwing Deion pretty much regardless anyways, the way the cornerback was playing, and Deion was able to outrace the defender, and we actually have Walter Payton at the quarterback position. Some of you guys, I asked on Twitter if you guys wanted to see Odell or Walter Payton, and a lot of people voted for Walter, so we're going to give him a whirl here, see what he can do, as my opponent dumps it down low and is blown up by Julius Peppers, and that will force the rage quit, a very quick one at that. So we are going to hop into another game where it looks like our opponent has been grinding the game a little bit. His top 3 cards are all nat, so that probably means his team is not too insane, which is definitely fine by me, because as you guys saw, our top players are all offensive linemen, our only non-out of position players on the team, as Taysom Hill not gonna get anything on that return, only to the 15-yard line. But Taysom Hill at the wide receiver spot is gonna spin away from the defender and nearly get us a first down. Walter Payton 1 for 1 so far. Of course, we gotta try to read option with Walter, see what he can do, keeping the ball in his hands, because of course Walter Payton, running back is his natural position, so we should be able to bulldoze some people, have some fun with that. 2nd down and 7, though. We have to see if Walter can make the throws, trying to hit Munoz, but Munoz is not the fastest tight end, so he wasn't able to get too much separation. Lamar Jackson's a pretty fast running back with 93 speed, hitting the juke and spin threshold, so he's able to get the first down. There's Deion Sanders racing away, and prime time finds his way into the end zone once again, doing the Deion dance after scoring an offensive touchdown. Deion Sanders really can do everything in Madden Ultimate Team as we bring our defense to the field. Of course, when we bring the defense to the field, it's a bit of a challenge. We do have some improved safeties, but now our defensive line is not as good as it once was, so we'll see if we can get any pressure, as Vic rolling with space, now in trouble, finding Tyreek, but Josh Jones is able to knock that ball loose. Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Need that pass rush more than ever. Instead, Michael Vick has space, rolling out, finding Hill, but Tyreek does not get both feet in bounds, and that's going to cost my opponent what he probably deserves, which would have been a first down. Now it's 4th down and 10, keeping the offense on the field. Michael Vick once again with space. This time he's going to take off himself and get the first down. Sean Taylor making him pay the price, but he's able to move the chains, and since there are no injuries in MUT, you're okay with taking that hit with Vic, and since there are no penalties, we're okay with putting that hit on Michael Vick as he goes right side. Calvin Johnson in the area, able to break that up. 3rd down and 11 now. Oh, here comes the pass rush. Vic, nothing open. He's just gotta loft it, and that is nearly intercepted by DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how D-Hop didn't get that, to be honest. 4th down. Once again, he's gonna go for it with Vic, and he's going left corner and out of bounds, incomplete. Michael Vick looks like the out of position quarterback if anybody does, not Walter Payton. Walter Payton, meanwhile, he's having a pretty decent game for himself. 4 for 5 passing, play action. Walter with the ball, and he's only rushing 3, and we got all year to throw this ball. This is just some pretty stout coverage right now. Can't really find anything open, and eventually Jadeveon Clowney able to ravel himself, get the sack, and loss of 12. Walter trying to step up, but we lose 2 more yards, and now we're borderline field goal range. 3rd down and 24. Walter, quick zip to Lamar Jackson, but what a hit from Sean Taylor to knock it loose. 4th down and 24. I don't know if we can really make this with our kicker as he gets the block off the edge and the recovery. I don't know if we had enough power to make that. We'll never know. Instead, my opponent is going to outrace Deion Sanders and get a touchdown to tie the game as we transition to a very nice little promo here. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. You guys see the promo code COOKIE. It will give you $20 off any purchase over $30. So if you're thinking, hey, maybe I want to buy some tickets for me and my boys, go to a Giants and Cowboys game, just showing an example right here. I like to show the Giants ones because it's the local one. It's my team. And if you're going for a Giants game, you're probably going to go see the other team. So SeatGeek has a bunch of stuff besides Giants games. They have a huge database of concerts and, you know, any sort of sporting events. As you guys see, you go, you find the best deals available, you get to see your seat. It's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Just all on your phone, man. Pretty easy access. Pretty beneficial financially to help you save. As man, if that was ever a time for Taysom Hill to take a kick return back, that would have been it. So, yeah, shout out to SeatGeek once again for sponsoring the video. And as you guys saw, you put the promo code COOKIE in, you're all good. As Walter Payton is actually going to turn this into a positive gain, a play that not many quarterbacks make. But with QB Walter Payton, you know, we can run that ball, and we don't have to be afraid of sliding. Or at least I don't think we should be, because Walter is going to be able to truck people. He's got 88 carrying as Deion breaks the tackle, and that is a horrible animation because it's going to cost us not only a 1st down, but we actually lose 2 yards in the play. Thanks, EA. Now it's 4th down and 4, and Walter not going to get that complete. Instead, it's actually intercepted by DeMarcus Ware. It makes me feel a little bit better, the fact that we didn't get the 1st down, because I guess that pass would have been intercepted either way, because I would have thrown that and looked open. Just a fantastic play by the defensive back to swat that ball. Meanwhile, for us, I feel like offensively, we're not really doing anything too badly. It's just that, you know, we've had a couple of bad breaks. Deion going backwards, the block kick. Now here we are, out the 2-minute warning, him having ball, and a chance to get the lead on this drive. Michael Vick getting away from Kyle Long. And yeah, that pass rush, not exactly doing his thing right now. We're sending 4. None of them are even getting close to Vic. Hi's got all day to throw this ball. He's finding a wide open man, middle of the field, big gain, and a lot more. Deandre Hopkins juked out of his shoes. Tyreek Hill for the lead. And as much as I love Calvin Johnson and DeAndre Hopkins, his coverage abilities, tackling is going to be a little bit of an issue as we run the QB draw with Walter Payton after Dante Poe tried to return the sky kick. Didn't really work out too well, spoiler alert. We are in midfield though, since he did sky kick that ball. Walter time firing a dime to Deion, who nearly tie-roped his way into the end zone. What a pass from Walter. 1st down and goal at the 4. Walter time up high. Munoz. That'll be incomplete, and thankfully just incomplete, because that was not our best decision as we try to run the ball with Taysom Hill. He's blown up in the backfield. Now it's 3rd down and goal at the 6. Walter looking play action. George Fant. Oh my goodness. The aggressive catching in this game is out of control. If George Fant is going to aggressive catch for a touchdown as Anthony Barr lays the boomstick, as my opponent interestingly runs the ball here. Time not really on his side, and he calls his timeout right there. So I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's gonna have to get the ball out quicker when we send the blitz. Josh Jones with the sack. 3rd down and 24. Once again blitzing. Just gets it off to the running back. Fine by us as long as we make the tackle. And after some battling, Josh Jones, who's been all over the place, does make that tackle. 4th down and 6. We got Calvin. He's got the offense on the field. Michael Vick left corner, and this time Michael Vick actually throws an accurate pass. Unfortunately, Julian Edelman getting burnt right there. Can't expect too much from Julian Edelman in man coverage, I suppose. There's the pass rush and forcing the fumble and the quick recovery by Sean Taylor as we throw a quick out route to Deion Sanders. 5 seconds left. We're just going to bring the field goal unit on the field. Thankfully, it's not blocked this time. Not going to jeopardize running another play and not getting points right there. That's 3 free points for us, and especially with him getting ball coming out of half, I feel very good about the fact that we did get that field goal right there as Deion Sanders casually shakes off a tackle attempt from Dante Poe. All right, cool. Oh, man, the pass rush is starting to dial up right now. Will Dissly with the sack. We're trying to send pressure. Does not get home at all. Instead, Tyreek Hill able to get a decent gain right there. Still brings up a 3rd down and 7. If we could get this stop, that would be big. Michael Vick, he's got time. Now he's rolling out using that mobility. Playmakering Ricky Williams up the middle. And especially when Vick gets gets as much time as he's been getting on a lot of these plays, our coverage absolutely breaks down as he finds Ricky Williams once again. Ricky with the big gain, and now Michael Vick is actually completing his passes, and he's starting to carve our defense up, but just like that, a costly turnover in the red zone. Sean Taylor breaking tackles. Sean Taylor all over the place right now, getting the loose footballs. That had to be a mistake by him. He probably spammed the button, and very costly one at that. 2nd down and 14 after the loss, going left corner to Deion Sanders. And now we have that 3-point lead that we got from his mistake right before the end of the first half, and we are in a pretty good position in this game, especially if we get a touchdown. We get a touchdown, then that means everything. 2nd down and 8, handing off to Lamar, jumping over our own lineman, and Lamar is able to get that first down, shaking off the big hit attempt. He tried to send some pressure up the middle. Walter Payton's going to take off himself, but Walter losing the ball. You wouldn't really expect, out of all, the rushing quarterbacks, Walter Payton the fumble, but here we are back on defense and getting the interception. He puts his hands in the cookie jar, and Josh Jones makes him pay, picking off the screen. Now here's Lamar with some blocks. Lamar is reaching, and oh, that's not a touchdown. I thought that would be a touchdown. He had to be short by a couple of inches. We run hurry up and get in the end zone with Taysom Hill, and there's that 2-possession lead that I wanted so badly, because as much as I'm talking down to defense, they have been playing stellar. I can't emphasize how hard it is to play defense with an all out of position team, because we got called the right defensive play call pretty much every single time. Have some pretty good users, and we're doing a pretty decent job at that. As we get the interception, what a ball hawk by Josh Jones, and Josh Jones cutting away from Michael Vick. What a game for Josh Jones. Pick 6. Do not put your hands in the cookie jar, even when out-of-position players are on the field, especially when out-of-position players are on the field. Deion spinning and tackled by Tyrod Taylor at the safety spot. Tyrod, we couldn't really put him on the field since we have Deandre and Calvin at the safety spots, as Vic trying to fire that pass off to Moss. That'll be incomplete. 2nd down, last play of the 3rd quarter. Michael Vick's got the time. He's got a wide open man, lofting it downfield, but this ball falls flat, and Calvin Johnson, there's free safety. Calvin with the interception on the run back, taking a shot, but that's going to force the rage quit from my opponent. He has to be upset because he had a wide open man, but that ball just absolutely sailed in him, and of course Calvin's height able to play some catch up right there. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Subscribe for more Madden 19 games. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.